Hey friends, good morning. We are getting a nice bright and early start today because I'm about to do something totally crazy, something I've never done before, and that is go to Costco on Black Friday. Today is Black Friday and I didn't really plan to do this, but this week we are hosting this weekend my entire family. So we have a lot of things to get for that, which we'll get into that. Plus, of course, I'm doing some holiday shopping right now. And so I was thinking this week I need to get to Costco. We don't live near a Costco, so it's a bit of a drive. I usually kind of know about when I need to go again when I'm running out of certain staples. And so that time has come. And then I realized, oh my word, this week is going to be Black Friday. I've never went to Costco on a Black Friday. How fun would this be? And maybe we'll be able to save some money in the process. So I'm excited to take you with me, and I have no idea if the lines are going to be crazy. Like I said, I've never been. So we are going to experience this together and hopefully come home with a great haul. Now, depending on which membership you have for Costco, kind of depends on when you are able to go into the store. So I'm able to go in at 9 o'clock and it's 9:30 right now. Honestly, this is better than a lot of days that we even come to Costco. Like on a normal day, there was more parking spots and all of that. So I'm thinking that we've beat the rush with being able to get in a little earlier than like the main crowd, if you want to call it that. So I'm hoping that it goes well. And I have my list. Like I said, we are getting ready. Even though yesterday was actually Thanksgiving, this weekend is whenever I'm hosting my family for Thanksgiving. We all kind of prepare different things, and so I have to do the mashed potatoes and gravy. We also make a homemade pudding every year, so I'm going to be doing that. And then my husband, so we both come from a Mennonite background, and one of the ways that they often serve the turkey is in the filling already. So it's a very very rich, yummy dish, but it has the meat in it already. So I'm doing that as well. So I have quite a few things on my list that I need to get for that. And then if I see any other odds and ends, they think they make pies around this time of year that you can take and that are pre-made and everything. So I may keep my eye open for something like that as well. All right, I'm seeing sale signs for different things everywhere, but had to come in and see the greenery first that was right inside the entrance. This is so beautiful. These are like an ivy wreath. You all know I've gotten a lot of houseplants here before and they usually do really well, but the fact that these are real is just so beautiful. It smells so good. I just realized that these are little stars and a lot of them have their batteries. So you can stick them anywhere, on porches, anything. They're in such cute little pots too. Another deal right inside the door, it's $10.99 for these button-up Sherpas. They have cute buttons, they're so soft. They have a gray one, white one, and then down there they have black. I don't remember ever seeing this before, but there is tons of Christmas ribbon, and they have them made into bows up here. The one with the gingerbread here, I love. So cute. I'm always looking for good candy alternatives because we don't do a lot of candy in our house. And these are new. I've not seen these before. So I think I'm gonna pick up a pack of them. There are 40 in this pack. All right, beef sticks was one of the things on my list and I've never tried these. I don't know if they're new or not, but gonna give them a try. They're grass-fed beef sticks and they have the Archer ones as well. The Archer ones are on sale and I always love to grab these when they're on sale. I probably will get 2 bags just because they are a staple snack in our house. Thank you to Graza for sponsoring today's video. I love my Graza extra virgin olive oil. You all know this. You see me cook with it so often, and it's something that is a huge staple in my pantry and something my entire family loves. Graza is high quality, crazy fresh olive oil at an everyday price. It's always fresh, never blended, and single origin. It's made from the world's best olives that are picked, pressed, bottled, all in the same season. You can even see the harvest date on every bottle. Sizzle extra virgin cooking oil is made for everyday cooking like roasting, toasting, and sauteing, as you all see me use in my recipes so often. Drizzle is an extra virgin finishing oil made for dipping, dressing, and garnishing. The duo gift sets from Graza make a great gift during this holiday season. 2 iconic extra virgin olive oils in a super cute, ready to gift box, available both in the squeeze and glass bottle formats. Click on the link in the description box below or scan the QR code here and get 10% off your order using my code Adaline10 at checkout. So I got really waylaid into the clothing area, and I already have quite a few things in my cart, clothing related, but I seen they have these girls Sherpa zip ups from Eddie Bauer, and they're $9.99. They have 3 really nice colors here. I found this 3-piece knit lounge set, and then my husband really needed a new coat. This was $24, super great price, and it's like really thick on the inside, very soft, and already found a few gifts. They have lots of Legos in stock, and these here are our favorite, so I'm thinking we're gonna use these in some treat bags for the holidays. Another great find, great steal. They have these slippers in black and this sort of like oatmeal color for $10.99, so I am snagging a pair of these. Since these slippers were such a great deal, I decided to go ahead and get 4 pairs. So I got myself a pair and then 1 pair for each of my daughters. I mean, you can't beat that. They have a nice hard bottom on them, very soft on the inside, the memory foam, and such a good deal. We have moved on to the appliance area, and this is such a great deal for a Ninja blender. They are normally $79.99, $20 off, and it is their Smoothie IQ blender. And speaking of Ninja, this is a machine that I would love to have someday, but it's definitely not in the budget right now. However, if it is something that you're ready to get, it's $80 off right now, which is such a good deal for an espresso machine. Okay, if you have someone who likes to grill in your family, like my husband, this would be such a great gift for the holidays. It is a meat thermometer that you can check with your phone, which is really cool, and it makes cooking meat easy, so you don't have to do any guesswork. If you're a fan of Anchor and Hawking, you may really like these, but I just love the shape of them. They're a little bit more of that vintage look, and they come out to be about $1 a glass since they're 16 in this set. Super good deal. We don't need any. I just got glasses not long ago, but definitely would if we needed. You all know that I only use cast iron frying pans, and we happen to have the Lodge brand for both the pans we have. We've had them for years and love them. $15.99 is an amazing deal, especially for this size. Like I said, I am in charge of doing the filling, the Amish filling, and so this looks really good. It's $9.99 for 2 of these, and it's made with butter and like real eggs, and it says that is an authentic French recipe. I don't know, of course, if that's true. I don't know anything about this brand, but it looks like it would be absolutely delicious for filling. This is also a new find for me at my Costco, and that is this Ace Bakery. It says using starters with long fermentation, so it actually is real sourdough. And these loaves are huge. They're $5. I'm gonna get this. I may, if I need a little bit more bread for the filling mixture, I may mix some of this in, and then we can also give it a test taste in our house as well to see if it's something that we like. Okay, so obviously we all know about the snow scrapers, but this is like a broom for your windshield. This is really, really cool, and it does collapse up a bit. So if you needed to put it in your trunk or something, you totally could. I think I'm going to grab one of these. They seem very handy for the weather we are about to have. All right, not on sale, but something that we are out of and need is Q-tips. And I also need to get a few other of like personal care paper products like our toilet paper and paper towels. You know, this is kind of one of those things, you either love it or hate it. But this is such a great deal, and I do use it for certain things, not for everything, but for certain things. $9.99 for not one, not two, but 3 boxes. So I'm definitely grabbing some of this while I'm here. All right, I have talked about this before. I am a big fan of the actual Ziploc brand bags, but I'm going to go ahead and give these a try just for more like storage use. Because we go through the smaller ones quicker for storing things. All right, another gift idea. This is maple syrup, and it is a little pricey. It's $15.97, but my husband likes to use maple syrup whenever he uses his smoker, so I'm thinking this would be a great gift for him. It is aged, bourbon barrel aged, and I think he would find this very intriguing and fun to cook with. If you know, you know, these are staples every single time. And both of these are semi-new, and they are both so delicious. They've had different buttery ones through the years, but we really like both of them. I can't recall if we've ever picked this one up, but I am going to grab it. We've been on a kick of making steaks lately when we can, just to get extra red meat in, and so I think we'll give this a try. I am going to get some of the grass-fed butter. This might sound funny, but I've actually been mixing it into my hot drinks like tea or coffee, and it's so good in place of cream. So give it a try. You can choose between the organic, or they have cage-free 2 dozen for $3.79. Never realized how good the price is on these. All right, if you're a tea lover and you're looking for something that is low sugar, these are amazing. I discovered these this past year, and this is an incredible price. For these, there's 15 in here for $9.99. That quite literally makes them under $1 a can. And these flavors are so good. They're half and half, peach and raspberry. Definitely taking some of these home with me. These are something that my mom got our family started on years ago, and you might already be familiar with them, but they are a sherbet that is inside of real fruit, and they are so delicious. So I'm picking up a box of these for our holiday treat on the day that we're home as a family for Christmas. I found my big bag of potatoes for the mashed potatoes, and my big tub of sour cream, and the regular butter. And then I'm over where all of the sausages and things are. I love these for quick meals, but this one in particular is taking my interest. I always look for things that are grass-fed beef, and these are Polish sausages made with 100% grass-fed beef. I've never had them, so I'm gonna give them a try. This is something we've gone through spurts getting, and it's been a while since we've had it, so I'm gonna pick it up just for easy snacking, especially if we can do some veggies with this through these holiday meals and things, some lighter snacking. These are breakfast sausages we really love, but as I go from like saying healthy snacking in the holidays, I show you these. How cute are these? And all ready to go. This would make such a wonderful holiday brunch idea to do a little bar with these. You could do fresh fruit, whipped cream. So cute. It's a nice big tub too. Since we're talking all about the holidays and holiday food, this is really neat. $24.99. You've got 5 different cheeses to make a charcuterie board or a cheese board, or just to have on hand for snacking if you have guests at your house over the holidays. Very cool. Okay, this is a cheese I've actually been snacking on quite a bit and didn't know that Costco carries it, just because it's kind of a new cheese to me, but it's the Kerrygold Reserve Cheddar. It's aged 2 years, so I've been trying to stick to more aged cheeses for myself, but $7.69 per pound for a nice big block. To make life a little easier on myself with this filling, They have the already pulled rotisserie chickens. And it's a pretty good amount of meat in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this just to simplify things, and it can get mixed in with the bread and the other ingredients for the filling. I decided we will do the haul, and then I'll give you my full thoughts on going to Costco on a Black Friday and our experience with it and everything. This is almost everything. We have a pack of toilet paper and a pack of paper towels that were put away. A few other things like some clothing items I got, and my husband's coat that I got for him have been put away already. But this is, I would say, a good portion of it, unless there's a few things I forgot and you saw me pick them up in the video, because everybody helped to bring these things in, and easily something could have gotten put away already. So I did pick up 4 pairs of these deer foam house shoes or slippers. I got the oatmeal color you can see down here, and then my daughters each got a black pair. These ran really small, so it made it work well that they could fit into the smaller sizes. My husband's favorite drink is Poppies, so got a box of them for him. And these here we did open and try, and the girls really like them, and actually my husband was eating them as well, said they were pretty good. Just really taste like dried fruit, he said. And this is a Christmas gift for my niece. We got the sharp cheddar cheese that we get pretty much every time. Grabbed some hummus. This is for the mashed potatoes. I think I talked about this in store. And then I did get a box of 5 dozen eggs plus another pack of 2 dozen. I wanted to have 6 dozen in total, so made it a 7 with everything that's here. I got these 2 buttery seasonings, and then I did also pick up the bourbon steak. We've never tried this one, so I want to give that one a try. Nice big pack of Q-tips, the freezer bags we talked about. These Rice Krispie cereals are like a protein Rice Krispie, and we really like them. We do eat mostly gluten-free, and they are gluten-free. And these are the smallers, the minis, so they're kind of just like a nice little bite-sized treat. Of course, we have our fun little fruit-filled sherbets that we're going to have on Christmas Day, so they'll store in the freezer nice. There was a really good deal on the press and seal. I think I showed you that. Got a pack of regular butter, got the regular Archer minis. We get these every single time, and I did open these up and give them a try. Had some other family members try them. We all agree that they are probably one of the best meat sticks ever, so the next time I go, I'm definitely going to pick up a few more bags of those. Got some of the wisps. That's something that I can have on the current eating style that I'm on, so they're nice to have on hand. Some of the Amy Lou breakfast sausages. We've been buying these for years. Love those. Did get those grass-fed beef franks. And then I also got the 3-berry blend, and this one, we've gotten both of these before. My children really like making smoothies, and it's just a healthy snack that they can have, or even breakfast. Did get some of the grass-fed butter as well. Our potatoes for the mashed potatoes, our shredded rotisserie chicken to put in the filling. Then this was such a good deal. I think I showed these in store, I'm not sure, but $10 for 15 cans. I did get 2 boxes. This is a Christmas gift for my one niece, and she's gonna just love this. She's in a girly girl stage and will love it so much. And then we got the snow broom, I think is what they're called, snow brush and scraper for our vehicles. I feel like this is something I wish I have had for a long time. It's got a nice long handle. It'll be easy to brush snow off of vehicles outside this winter. It is the day after our Thanksgiving celebration. Everything went so well and the food was absolutely amazing. My sister-in-laws know how to cook. We had tons of leftovers and everyone was filled up. Everyone's plate was full and it just was such a good day. Everything went really smoothly, and I wanted to make comment that brioche butter bread that I had picked up was like 10 out of 10 to make the filling, the Amish filling recipe with. And so I will try to remember to possibly leave the filling recipe in the comments of this video. I'll see if I can get that typed out in the next couple of days for you all, but it is one of the best and it's super, super simple as well. So I'm actually out in my studio about to get some work done. I'm gonna set this cup down, but I did want to tell you guys about our experience with Black Friday shopping at Costco. Honestly, I have never really heard anybody talk about Black Friday shopping at Costco. Part of me feels like, why not? You know, is it really not that big of a deal? And that's why people don't talk about it very often, especially people that do a lot of bulk shopping like myself. So I didn't have any expectations basically in going. And I did actually get to talk to some of the employees while I was there, and I'll tell you about that. But basically, like I said earlier in the video, when we first got there, there was parking spaces that were pretty close to the door. Like, it wasn't overran, like definitely a regular weekend. There's way more people, at least whenever I first arrived. I did notice around the 10 o'clock mark, whenever most people have like a regular membership come in. I think if you have, I forget what it's called, but I think it's their executive membership, you can get in at 9 o'clock, and that is what I have. But whenever that time frame came along, there was a lot more people that came in the door, and it definitely got a lot busier. As far as like Black Friday deals, even the night before, I had went online to see if they had some Black Friday deals, and I noticed a few things were highlighted as a Black Friday deal, but nothing that was like, I don't know. There wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot even online. So I didn't know what to expect because my Costco, for whatever reason, or the one that I go to, they don't do grocery pickup. So you can't look at the groceries or the grocery prices on Costco's website because you can't like shop the groceries for pickup. And usually that's how you can see the prices for a store. So with all of that being said, I was like, okay, well, maybe if they're having grocery deals for Black Friday, they're not showing them on my personal account because my Costco does not do grocery pickup. Anyways, all of that to say, there were quite a few good deals, and I noticed that they were very focused on like gifted items, giftable items, I guess. Things like clothing, appliances, batteries were another thing that they really had on sale, and then of course like other Christmas things that they don't normally carry. Go back to the idea at the beginning of the video of wondering if we would save anything extra than we normally would going to Costco. I don't really think so, to be honest with you. But like I said, I did talk to some of the employees while I was checking out, kind of asking some questions. And they said that Costco is generally very dead on Black Fridays because they don't do like doorbuster type sales or anything like that. They have a lot of sales, but nothing that's like over the top crazy. And so they said a lot of times Black Friday, it's like people choose to go other places. So interesting, right? I hoped to like come back at the end of this video and say, oh yeah, I saved a ton of money. There was tons of Black Friday deals. It was like mind-blowing and crazy, but unfortunately, it just was pretty much like a normal day at Costco, but they just had things in stock that were kind of special. So with all of that being said, next year for Black Friday, I don't know that I will go to Costco again, and don't know that I would recommend making a particular trip that day just for saving, other than seems to be a good day to go to Costco if you have nowhere else to be because there is not a lot of people there. So to wrap everything up, I had a great shopping trip. I feel like I saved a lot. It was a good day and I got some gifts knocked off. I actually got a couple of gifts for my husband as well. I just didn't show them in the video because obvious reasons. So for me, I think it was a worthwhile trip. I needed toilet paper. I needed lots of other things that you guys saw, and that all worked out. So thanks a lot for hanging out with me today. I am so glad to be posting on the regular again. I feel like I was kind of here, there, and everywhere through our move, but I think we're finally getting into a routine and I have fun content coming up for you all for sure. And I'm glad that you could come along and get some bulk shopping done with me as we do when we go to Costco. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Chat with me in the comments. Let me know how your Thanksgiving was. I'm glad you got to have a little peek into mine. I'm not someone that just shows or overshares on personal things here on my channel, particularly like family events and things like that, but I thought it might be fun for you all to see a nice peep into my siblings and our extended family's Thanksgiving. So thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video.